Hi friends, it's Claire from ScrappyNerdUK and welcome to episode 16 of my Traveller's Notebook with Freckled Fawn series. So I have some exciting news to share with you, and that will become apparent shortly into this video exactly what is going on if you haven't already guessed or you haven't already seen on Instagram. So I am really out of kit, so I'm stretching this as far as I can possibly go. I'm doing 20 videos in this series with my Freckled Fawn stuff. So I'm running out of the papers, so I'm using them frugally, I think is the word. So I've got this stripy pattern one here, and I've cut that down into 3 strips. Now, one of these actually goes all the way across to 2 of the sides. So I've used this to cut down the white cardstock so I know which size I need, and then it fits perfectly across 2 of them. And so yeah, I've cut it down into 3 different sizes, and I have adhered the my ATG ran out at this stage. So I've adhered the bigger strip at the top, and then I've left a gap at the bottom here and adding the next size strip. And I'm just taping them across both of the the pages. You'll have to excuse me, I'm struggling with a sore throat. I think I'm coming down with man flu. I think I've caught it off my husband, so apologies if this voiceover is a little croaky. So I'm just going to add in the other strip just above that one, with just leaving a little gap there. And that is done. So I'm just going to use my scissors to cut these apart now. And I do that just by turning it over. And then I can easily see where I need to cut into between the papers. That was easy peasy. That means that the strips on both sides means that they line up nicely. And here is the exciting news. So I've actually been asked to join the Freckled Fawn design team full time, which is so exciting. I'm so happy to be joining a bunch of other fabulous scrapbookers that I couldn't say no, really. So yeah, I suppose watch this space for more Freckled Fawn videos over the coming months. Obviously I need to let you know that the stuff that I am scrapbooking with here is sponsored by Freckled Fawn. They sent me these goodies to review, and then I loved them so much that I decided to do a whole series on the pocket page Traveller's Notebook. And yeah, so I'm just adding my photo here. This is the design team announcement that went up today, and I've just printed that in a 4x4 and just stuck that straight down. I've not backed it with anything. So on to the embellishing. So I've just added in, you can see there I'm really working my way through those washi strips, and I just added that little washi strip up the top there. And I'm going to use a couple of labels on this layout. So I'm using the silver ones, and that is going to be an area for me to be able to add a date on. I'm going to date it today, which is when the announcement is. Obviously this has been pre-filmed, and I'm just using a couple of stamps here. So I come in with a sentiment from this Amy Tan roller fray stamp, which I think says smiles. And you'll notice when I stamp this that I don't get a clear impression. I do a bit of ghost stamping, so I stamp it once it's been inked, and then I stamp it a few times again after that, and each time it just gives a lighter impression. And you'll see there that you can't see that first stamp where I've stamped smiles. So all I do is just come in with a fine line pen and just re-go over those lines and add them in. And that fixes it quite easily and you'll never notice. You'd never know that I'd misstamped that. And then just the date stamp as well. So today is the 20th of February. And once I find the date on there, so I'm just going to add that in as well to mark the date of this happening. So what else do I do? Oh yeah, then I come in with some enamel heart stickers when I can find them, and I go with the grey ones on this once I can get them out of the box. Here we go. So I'm going to add one of those big grey hearts on above that label, and then another little grey heart. And then I'm going to work on the left hand side. So this is going to be the area where I add my title. So I wanted to use this word create from the puffy foam stickers. And my title is going to be create and inspire. So I'm going to use the red alphas from the monthly embellishment kit, and these coordinate nicely with the red in the paper as well. So as I've said before, these are super sticky, so I have to be sure on the placement of them, otherwise they're a bit of a mare to pull up. So, which is great because obviously you don't want things falling off at a later date. These are perfectly fine, and I don't expect anything to fall off because of the stick on these. So you can tell as well because that is those are sticking to my hand nicely, and it's a great way to be able to have them ready to pop down. And I'm just using my T-square ruler. I wanted the alphas to be fairly straight for this title, and I'm just adding those in now, just with a little gap in between each of the letters. And yeah, I try and work out the middle letter, and then I start with that, and then I go to the left and to the right, and that helps with the spacing of the letters. So another one of those enamel hearts underneath my title, and then I'm just going to add in some extra embellishment by adding in these white triangle pieces. So I'm going to use the white on the red section here, and then I'm going to use the other white ones once I can get them all lined up. And then I'm going to use the other white ones in the other direction on the yellow strip at the bottom here. So that sort of takes your eye around the page and pointing your eye back to the other side. So sort of down and then right. And I think that's it for the enamel hearts. And then I want to add in a tiny amount of journaling. So I'm going to grab the label stickers again, and I'm just going to add in this one here to the left. So we've got the label and the black stamping on the right hand side, and then I'm going to put this label on the left and just use a black fine line pen. I'm not too sure where I've gone. I think I've gone to get my pen. I'm just going to use fine line pen on this to add my journaling, and it's not going to be anything more than I can't remember what I wrote. So excited to be joining the Freckled Fawn design team. So that's as simple as it is. And that's that done. Actually, I think I might come back in with another enamel heart. Yeah, I do. I put another little grey one on that label just to fill that space. And this is pretty much done. It is done. So I'm just going to pop that into my pocket page notebook now. And yeah, thank you very much for joining me today. The $10 off the $30 order I think is still running, so the details are in the comments down below. And yeah, if you've enjoyed this video, please give it a thumbs up. As I said, I'm super excited to be joining the Freckled Fawn design team. So yeah, see you all next time, and don't forget to subscribe if you're new. Thanks for watching. Bye.